What is going on, guys? 71 Muslim Reviews here, back with another video game review. As today I am excited to be reviewing Spider-Man Miles Morales. I am also playing the game on the PS4, not because I don't have PS5 yet, and honestly I have no idea I'm getting just to clarify on that. Spider-Man Miles Morales is based on one of the first PS5 exclusives, and it's kind of a continuation. Not really kind of a sequel, but more of a continuation of the 2018 PS4 Spider-Man. It's kind of like a Lost Legacy in a way. And this time we follow Miles Morales. Miles who was definitely featured in that game as well, and the story took place around a year after the events of the previous game, in which Peter ends up going on vacation with Mary Jane, and Miles Morales has to watch the city, and has to face this big serious threat that tries to destroy Harlem. That's really all I'm going to say about the story. But yeah, I was definitely pumped out of my mind for this game. Especially since you guys know I absolutely adored the 2018 Spider-Man game. It's honestly a game I honestly would put in my top 10 games of all time. Honestly, it's probably a game I probably consider at least my favorite superhero game of all time. The game honestly gets better the more I play and the more I think about it. From the assignment content, the combat, the swinging. There's so much to truly love and adore about that game. Again, some of the games really know Spider-Man, and it's fun to see with the Ratchet and Clank, and they end up doing this, but they really do know Ratchet and Clank. They really do know Spider-Man, and the game honestly has probably my favorite interpretation of anything I've seen from the character, honestly. And man, 2018 was really great to be a Spider-Man fan. But you guys know I absolutely adore that game. I even did do a top 10 best moments list on that game, and it actually was game was more emotional than impactful and investing than I was actually anticipating. So yeah, when I found out they're doing one Miles Morales, I was actually pretty excited that they're gonna have a game based on Miles Morales as well. And again, I did end up getting the PS4 version of the game. But again, because I don't have a PS5 yet, I have no idea what I'm gonna get yet. So, what are my thoughts on Spider-Man Miles Morales? Simple. I love this game. This game was every bit amazing as expecting. But before I get into why, guys, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And I would definitely love to know what you think of Miles Morales down in the comment section down below, and what your thoughts on the PS4 game as well. Let me know what you hope they would get down the road with these, and let me know what you hope they do about getting them down the road. So, anyways, let's get started. Okay, first off, the graphics of this game. They are just great fun. They are just beautiful, breathtaking, and just as amazing as you expect from the PS4 game. They really do a lot from in terms of the graphics, just wonderful. But in terms of graphics, they really nailed it. They really nailed it in terms of how the game looks, how the city looks, and the details. Just amazing. And the storytelling I thought was actually pretty great. A lot more, again, like the PS4, like with the PS4 game, a lot more compelling than I actually anticipated, honestly. I thought the story in the previous game was definitely better, but it definitely was still more real and compelling, especially when the supporting characters, and the supporting characters are actually all, and the character was actually also great as well. Again, you did get a generic businessman, this Simon character, but he was still pretty fun, so I bring kids like Ganke, Miles' best friend, who I thought was hilarious and fun. Rhea, Miles' mom, I thought has some great heartwarming moments with Miles. Finn, who I'm not going to say much about her, but she was great as well. And Uncle Aaron, who I thought has some pretty good moments with Miles throughout the game. But it's really Miles' story, and he really nailed it. I just get, again, I've really gotten to appreciate Miles a lot more as a character from this and into Spider-Verse. I really am excited to see what they do with Miles down the road. His development is great, and again, despite everything I love about Spider-Man in a nutshell. So yeah, this is a story and character level. They are all fantastic. Not up to the high level of the previous game, but still fantastic nonetheless. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's unfair to kind of compare it to you, honestly, but this is a more short game, but I think they did a great job of what they could do, so. But of course, let's talk about the gameplay. If you basically, again, it really makes you feel like Spider-Man. Again, the swinging is just perfect. So, like, this is one of the few games where I barely at all used fast travel. Like, normally I would do that a lot, honestly, but I barely used it, and I think that's just a testament to how fun and amazing the graphics. Because no matter a lot of times I end up using it, but this game is just I always use fast travel. Like, it's just so fun, and again, they really nail the swinging as well. And even combat's somewhat even more fun, especially when we get these like venom powers that kind of basically you have a electricity. You go in there, and every time you use it, it's always so much fun, and I never stopped using it, and it's just so much fun. The combat's just as great as it's ever been on. So the variety they do of a lot of stuff is great as well. And this game be, just hold on. This game is definitely a shorter game than the PS4. Don't expect it to be like an incredibly long game or whatever. Like PS4 game, because it's kind of, people kind of rate it like the Uncharted Lost Legacy in a way in terms of its length. It's in the kind of like a little more like DLC than an actual game. But then there's still a lot of good content to keep you a little bit busy, and I imagine Critical can try to 100% the game as well. So, but I'm gonna actually do it within the week, honestly. Get my 5th platinum this year, like, which I think would be cool. Yeah, I did platinum a few other games this year, like a couple Ratchet Clank games, later games. So, but I'll talk about that another day. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of fun to do, especially with the collectibles, the enemy bases, like kind of most stuff that you normally would collect in the previous games. So there's a couple of new additions as well. And of course, the podcast is listening to are great again. Joe Jameson, well, he's not probably featured like he was in the previous game. He still has hilarious as ever. Yeah, and there's a new podcast that was also great as well. That's from Hababia. And relationships are really well developed here. The combat is great. The humor is funny and hilarious as ever. The drama really does nail. And again, enough fun out that I really want to fight and just. And of course, they left me in a very emotional, like, again, I really felt emotional at the end. Like last game, I really felt emotional with the ending. Like, oh man, it really just, man, they really nailed how to make you feel emotional with this type of stuff. And they did a good job really developing these relationships with these characters to feel more connected with them. I mentioned the hip hop music as well. Fantastic. The game was just a blast to play from beginning to end, exploring different sections, doing different stuff. There's just so much true fun to be had with this game. Now, if I was to name any issues with the game, and I'm pretty sure the cons that could be fixed, honestly. So there were a few times throughout my game that I did deal with a lot of I did deal with a lot of technical problems with my gameplay. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that if you play this on the PS5, they probably wouldn't have this issue. I'm pretty sure this is more of a problem issue people that play this on the PS4. But I did the V10 that developed, just like, especially from the very beginning, where it wasn't even fun. But I got into one portion where basically I kind of ended up being kind of forced to restart it because for some reason it ended up being very glitchy, and there's this one portion while I switched to Miles that I was really showing him for a sec. I dealt with that a few times, and sometimes when the dialogue can be out of sync at times, but I'll say it didn't have really too much for me to be like a problem for the games. So while definitely is a problem, it's something I don't think really pair with the experience for me. It's just something that just happens you have to deal with, and yeah, again, something that really didn't break the gap for me. And I think for a while it's still happening, so I'm sure there's something that a patch would be fixed. I think I'm sure people on the PS5 is not having this issue. I mean, I'm not sure, but if you do, let me know that below. But I hear it's more on the PS4 than anything. But anyway, even like that, I really don't have any major issues. I mean, I really bought that thing seriously. Again, it's definitely a short game, but it's definitely one that isn't laying out content. Is a game that doesn't like justify its price. But I mean, maybe it's a bit too high with price tag, but honestly, it was still a game I'm happy I got to play. So sorry, I'm rambling, but overall, Spider-Man Miles Morales was a fantastic game from game 2, and I loved every single second of this experience. From the story, the gameplay, the graphics, the music. There's so much to truly love and adore about this game. And if you're a Spider-Man fan, or if you really do have adored the PS4 game, And if you have adored the PS1, honestly, I would definitely recommend you check out this game. This is definitely a great game to give if you want a PS5, and it's definitely honestly it's really launch time for the PS5 honestly. So I'm happy I got to beat this game, and I'm looking forward to not playing more 100%ing it. But I'm also excited to see what Insomniac Games have done with this franchise next. So this game, without question, gets the rating of worth finishing and completing. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on Spider-Man Miles Morales. Again, I would love to know down in the comments down below, what are your thoughts on this game if you played it. I would definitely love to know down in the comments down below. I have a lot more videos coming away very soon. I'm going to have my views with Dexter, views of Dexter's 2 coming very soon, and many parts of my top 50 best movie characters list, and hope that a lot more stuff and a lot more installments in my reaction like review series. I'm going to post on those very soon. I have that very soon, so be on the lookout for that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all description down below. I am Sam World from Sam World Reviews. I will see you next time. As always, stay cool, love, but peace.